Welcome to our channel. Today we how to disable Prometheus scraping for a target, beginner guide step by step clearly. To disable Prometheus scraping for a specific target, start by accessing your Prometheus configuration file. This file is usually named prometheus.yml. Open the configuration file in a text editor of your choice. Locate the scrape_config section within the file. Identify the target you wish to disable scraping for. This target will generally have a job_name key associated with it. Once you find the target, you have two options to disable scraping. The first option is to comment out the entire scrape configuration for the target. You can do this by adding a hashtag symbol at the beginning of each line of the target's configuration. The second option is to remove the target's configuration completely. If you choose to remove it, make sure to double-check that you are not deleting any necessary configurations elsewhere. Save the changes to the prometheus.yml file after editing. Next, you need to restart the Prometheus server for the changes to take effect. This can typically be done by running a command such as system-restart Prometheus. Alternatively, if you're running Prometheus in a Docker container, you may need to restart the container. Once Prometheus restarts, it will no longer scrape data from the disabled target. To confirm the changes, you can visit the Prometheus web interface. Navigate to the targets page to check the status of your targets. The disabled target should no longer be listed as an active target. If you see it listed, reconsider your edits for any mistakes. With these steps, you will have successfully disabled scraping for the desired target in Prometheus. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. If you see an error message, note it down and try again after restarting your device and internet connection. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.